So we've talked about this on the show before. France freaking out over Muslims and the way women dress, right? So that's what women and Muslims wear at the beach. They want them to take it off because it's offensive. Apparently,
She's being smothered. She's being smothered.
That's offensive to French culture.
Sure. The meters and meters of fabric.
But apparently, it wasn't always, offensive to French culture because that's how people used to dress when they went to the beach. So Muslims are just more traditional. They're like the Phyllis Schlafly of the beach. That's how women used to dress when they went to the beach. They'd put on a nice cap. They'd have a nice dress on.
They put a cape on.
In fact, some women still dress like that today. Oh, get out of here. So the whole thing is they've outlawed burkinis in France. 30 different cities. They're writing fines for women on the beach. You think I'm kidding? Here, I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture right now. Hold on. I'm not kidding. That's what's happening in Nice, France, right? Cops at the beach with guns on telling Muslim women to take clothes off. Was it always that way, though? Because here in America, this is from Messy Nessie, a cabinet of chic curiosities. This is really the website. Messy Nessie. So she did. I found this on the web about when people were arrested for their bathing suits in America.
Sure.
This is an article from 2002. So you see that picture, right? You see that picture. Where is it? See that? They're arresting women. They're arresting women for dressing like that at the beach. In 1919, a woman was arrested in Coney Island, New York, for wearing a bathing garment, what would have basically looked like a long dress with stockings in public under her normal clothes. She was wearing it under her normal clothes.
Wait, what?
That's what it's I'm just telling you. Men without shirts were banned from the beaches in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The reason being that the city didn't want gorillas on our beaches. Only in 1937 did men actually have the right to go topless with their swimming trunks. So here's some women getting arrested for wearing their... This is literally, they're arresting these women for dressing like that. Here's another picture. This is from Chicago. This rather dramatic photograph of two women being arrested was taken in Chicago in 1922, dressed in what they would look like to us like very conservative swimwear today. The women were being arrested for defying a ban on wearing their brief swimsuits in public. They're arresting them. They're arresting this woman here too, and that woman there too. They're arresting these women. They're being arrested. I'd say arrest that guy for his shirt being open a little too much. What? Come on, you got buttons, use them. Normally, if that guy was in France, he'd be fined for wearing too many clothes. It's weird how stuff goes. Morality, it's not always consistent. Here's another. Look at this. This is in America. Look at that. Making sure
that her skirts are the distance from the knee.
Got to be a certain distance from the knee. And a guy is going to measure it to let you know if you're immoral or not.
Well, I look at this as a plus because looking at that particular police officer, if he wasn't doing this, he'd be off beating a black guy. So this is on the good side.
Warning, law requires full bathing suits. Police departments. This is in America.
Good God.
Warning, you better dress the way we say. Look at the way guys used to have to dress. Guys used to have to wear these things.
Guys. Oh, I wear that stuff not because I have to, but because I want to.
To me, that looks like the guy's a little, like he's transitioning. Doesn't he? He looks a little sexy. Look at that. It's like too short of a skirt. Like I'm like, ooh, is his balls gonna pop out? What? It makes me a little ooh.
What beach is that close to the?
He's getting his Potomac wet.
Look at how men used to have to dress at the beach. Oh. And there she is with a hat. By that'd be no good in France. Take some clothes off.
Come on.
What's wrong with us? What's wrong with human beings?
Well, to be fair, that was at this is roughly 1922. So it's right when Prohibition happened. It was a time when the Christian right basically had almost absolute control over this country. And the only thing that shook that loose was the Great Depression and World War II, where everybody went, wait, there's more important things.
So that's how I feel about, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with this, but that's how I feel about Hillary Clinton, Jill Stein, and Donald Trump. It took the World War to shake us loose. It's going to take Donald Trump to shake us loose from this BS neoliberalism. It's got nothing to do with this story.
You're right. It has absolutely nothing to do with
I cut that out.